Oh, there we go. What's going on, folks? I need therapy. I am tired. I'm exhausted, emotionally exhausted, pacing the house, watching the post game comments right now. Lord have mercy. What a game. What a game. Props to Dallas. Dallas came to play. We had a chance to close the game out and some what I would call questionable play calling. 3rd and 3, and we go deep on the left side of the field. Why wouldn't we just throw, a 4 to 7 yard slant out, something like that, to pick up the move the sticks? So I didn't understand that at all. But we got it done. We took care of business, but they have some questionable things. It goes like that. Obviously, that's not the intent to, have a bad call. You when you see those guys when you see them coaches looking at that play call sheet, they got 100-something plays on that play call sheet. So they got options. And you question some of the things because it doesn't go your way. Period. That's what it comes down to. The things don't go your way. So if you don't like it, you're upset about it. So you tend to, I wish we would have. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda don't do nothing but rhyme. And at the end of the day, we are still 8-1. And again, I'm still mad after that game. Yo, Ryan, I see you, bro. Therapy. I need therapy after that game, man. It's crazy. I am it's probably hard to tell from the from just seeing me, but man, I've been sweating. The last 2 minutes I was pacing. Oh my God, man, that was crazy, dude. That was definitely crazy. Glad I took notes after that game. I take notes so I can remember stuff a lot better. And we started out good. We started out really good. And let me see. Yep, I got 4 pages of note. And that first drive, we had to went down the field, did what we had to do, took the lead, gave it back up. We tried to give it to them. They tried to give it back. Ooh, I need some coffee, man. Golly, I done gave myself a headache. I know my blood pressure high. It's crazy. Oh my God, it's absolute nuts. So let me see if I can get NFL.com so I can see what the final stats were for the game. Man, it's like we don't like nice things sometimes, because we sure did make it difficult towards the end. We sure did make it difficult. They have the ball with 40-something seconds, 48 seconds, I believe, and they're on their 14 coming out. And in a matter of less than 20 seconds, they are on the 30 going in and get all the way down. Cody K bipolar is the perfect analogy. The perfect analogy. Because, and at the end, it was good until it wasn't. It was good until it wasn't, man. It was like, oh my God. To get 3 penalties in a row, I'm not sure what the situation is going to be with James Bradberry, but James Bradberry, now I can go back and I can look at the report that Dan Sileo gave about the Cowboys laughing at us. Because Cowboys left food on the table, we left food on the table. In my opinion, if Jalen is 100% healthy, that game's not close. Because Jalen had 3 or 4 opportunities to run and really get out. He ran on that one towards the goal line. He could have scored on that if he'd have been 100%. I believe he would have been able to score. Or at least get to the, inside the 2-yard line. So, yeah, Cody, I'm with you, man. And for any Miami Dolphin fans that are out there talking about we get all the penalties, yeah, whatever. We gave it away. Bradberry, I don't know what they're going to do with him. As I was saying, that last injury at the end, he hyperextended his knee. So a lot of times you can, tomorrow morning that might swell up on him. So, but we're going into the bye week. We can finally get some people healthy. Jalen Hurts, we have got to get that man healthy. That dude he exudes toughness, mental toughness, physical toughness. If Jalen would have been 100% healthy and his knee would have buckled like that, he'd have been hurt. Thank God he was wearing that knee brace because it could have been a lot worse. So, but yeah, he came back, jogged it off. I am of the ilk that that knee gonna hurt like a bitch in the morning. Woof. It's gonna hurt like crazy. So it is gonna be interesting. But it's nice to be able to sit back. And then we lost 2 more defensive backs. Slay went down. Bradbury went down. Fletcher Cox went down. Hassan Reddick went down. Jalen Hurts went down. Jordan Davis went down. I don't think there was anything. Dallas Goedert. He's probably got a bad. I'm hoping he doesn't have like a fracture or something in his forearm. Because as soon as he landed, I was like, ooh, that ain't good. So that was, oof. Again, a good win, but that was a very expensive win. That was a very expensive win. So we gonna have to pay that piper. So hopefully we can get some of these guys back. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ryan. Prayers up for Goddard. I knew he wasn't coming back because I could just tell the way he wasn't trying to move it. So, and it's like, damn, it's like how many more weapons we got to lose? And I knew the law of averages say when you run like that and he's good for like stiff arming people, and it was only a matter of time that somebody catches him and locks his arm up. So I don't know what's going to happen with Goddard. I hope he's okay. I hope this 2 weeks off will be enough. But yeah. But we got a good backup lineup of tight ends. But we got so many injuries, man. Again, we are masking tape and bubblegum right now, bro. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So we I can't even think straight. We do not have a lot of good penalties. I got some pluses and minuses, right? So like on that first drive, we get a delay of game. Then the next play, Jalen Hurts gets strip sacked, but we recover it. But Jordan Mailata got beat bad on our left side. He just got beat. They got a hand on Jalen, and they smacked the ball out. So again, a lot of these turnovers, when you go back, a lot of these turnovers are not on Jalen Hurts. Yes, you have to give him the blame because he's the QB. I understand how that works, but there's cause and effect. If Jordan Mailata doesn't give up that if he doesn't get beat, Jalen Hurts doesn't get sacked and give up the ball. That simple. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the double negatives I got. Then we had an 8-yard reception by AJ. Then the 13 to Goddard. Then the touchdown by Gainwell, 12-yard run. So that was good. Then we get 2 penalties on the freaking extra point. So an extra point turns into a 43-yard field goal. Like stuff like that kills us. And we can't, the longer we go, we can't have that. Then Dallas gets the ball. Again, Kevontae Turpin, good returner. That boy is dangerous. Dak was running a lot. Dak had some good scrambles. He had some really good scrambles that kept the chains moving. And then Cox got hurt, then he came back in. Then Jordan Davis. Now, see, I don't think Jordan Davis, it was ever reported that he was hurt. But what I saw, Jordan Davis came around the outside and was chasing. And he didn't get the guy. He dove for him, didn't get him, and then he came up like limping, like, get me out of here. So I don't know if it was his hamstring. And I knew when you big like that and you have a hamstring issue, the only way you can heal up a hamstring issue is with rest, period. Hamstring is your gas pedal and your brakes. So if you can't, and depending on how your hammy is injured, it'll affect one more than the other. You know, you push off or you slow down. And when you're in the trenches, that's not what you want bothering you. It's not your hammy. So we had that. And then they get a 29-yard reception. Eli Ricks gets burned. Then you get the touchdown to Ferguson. And what else? Then we Swift. Then was our ball again. Then we got the sack. Lane Johnson gives up the pressure to Micah Parsons. Then we had an incomplete. Then we had the punt, and then that's when Turpin got hurt. Incomplete, CD drop. Yeah, okay, so the ball on the Dallas 28, incomplete to CD. CD dropped it. CD dropped it. It was 1st and 10. CD drops the pass. Blankenship had gotten beat. So our defensive backs and our safeties were getting cooked. They were getting barbecued. So it is, again, props to Sean Desai. I want to complain because our guys weren't in the right positions. But when you have that type of turnaround in your secondary, well, somebody's always getting hurt, you can't, ain't nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. So, and then what happened? And Hassan got hurt. Then he comes back 4 plays later. And then this is the next time we got the ball. Turpin scores on that touchdown. It was a good catch. Good play by him. Turpin's going to be a good player. I'm surprised they're not using him more. But next time we got the ball, the next series for us, they finally run DeAndre Swift on the outside sweep. It was a jet sweep, but they got to have more plays in the playbook like that. We got to get him outside. We got to, when they know we're running tackle to tackle, he's not the guy to have in there because they're going to close it up and he's going to have to bounce it outside to make something else happen. Or we got to get Penny in there and let him do what he can do because, I mean, we got to do it. But a good, decent job running the ball tonight. And I don't know what it is. We have 3 fumbles in 2 weeks inside the 5-yard line. What the hell is going on? I don't get that at all. As a running back, the rule was, and they used to tell you this when I was with the Eagles. If you are a running back or if you are a skill position, hold on for 1 second. I got coffee now, so I'm good. I'm making coffee, so hold on. If you are a skill position where you are going to get your hands on the ball, right? The fastest way for you to get promoted to fan is to put the ball on the ground. Fastest way for you to get promoted to fan is to put the ball on the ground. And when both your running backs are doing it, that's bad for business. That is bad for business. So we got to do a better job with that. Pour my coffee here. We have got to do a much better job in that. I don't know what it is. That's one of those things where you know, you don't practice fumbling the ball. You practice ball security every day. They do all of that stuff. We just got to do a better job of protecting the ball, period. Ain't no 2 ways around it. So, because again, we got lucky again. We didn't turn the ball over that much. I'm not even sure how many turnovers we had. How many? The one at the end though, woof, that was a close one. But we'll get to that. The brotherly shove is still working, and they still cannot stop it. So let's keep running it. That's what I say. Run it till they stop it. Run it till they daggone stop it. So, listen, man. Whew. Yeah, Cody K, bipolar, bro. You said it. That perfect. That's a perfect analogy. Perfect analogy. All right, hold on. Let me move this water. I want to make a mess, so I'm going to try to be careful. All right, there we go. There you go. Coffee is in the house. So we do the brotherly shove on that series. We fumbled the ball. We got lucky. Good thing they reviewed that too, because it did look worse than it was. We got the ball back. Then they get the ball back. Lamb is killing us. Pollard is getting busy. Fletcher Cox had a sack. Fletcher Cox is playing. He's balling. Ferguson was on fire tonight for Dallas. Ferguson was red hot. Didn't really see much from the Kobe Dean. I think he got in on the pressure. So Hurts was still scrambling, still looked good. We had a false start on Jason Kelsey. Like, what's up with that, man? Just different places where we shot ourselves in the foot. And that series, that's when they had the sack and Jalen got injured. They kind of buckled on his knee. So luckily it wasn't worse. He came back in. Then we punted away. They clocked it halftime. Then Rashad Penny. Listen, if Rashad Penny is that dude and he can get some positive yards and he's a bigger back, let's get him in there. And let's get some plays for him. Let's not run the same old crap. Get you a play package for Penny, get you a play package for Gainwell, and a play package for Swift. But get Swift on the outside. It works. If you got to jet sweep him again, so be it. But we got to figure out a way to get that kid on the outside to use his speed like that. It can't be you want to use his speed when he's breaking tackle to tackle. That's when you got to be physical. And if you get to the second level, maybe you can make something happen. But if you're a speed guy, use the speed. That's what I don't understand. I'm gonna go back and watch this tape again, but our whole secondary was getting toasted. Our whole secondary is gonna get toasted. And that was, go through more penalties. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch the film because there's a lot. We left a lot of food on the table, man. A lot. We should have been in better control. But what I do want to go through is in the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. We get the ball back. Right after they got that 7-yard touchdown to Tolbert, and then Dak stepped out of bounds on the goal line for the 2-point conversion. So very interesting that's 2 years in a row he's had situations where just his timing and his awareness was off. That game last year where he didn't go down and the clock ran out, and then him stepping out of bounds. So I'm sure Dallas fans gonna be pissed off about that. But Dak got busy though. Don't get it twisted. Dak was good today. But we were just a little bit better. But here was my issue. Right? So we're trying to run out the clock. It was like 1:48 left. We're trying to run out the clock. You get a 2-yard run to Swift. Then Jalen Hurts goes up for 4 yards. So now it's 3rd and 3. Now if we get a first down, we can run out the clock. So it's 3rd and 3, and we go deep for AJ Brown. And I didn't understand that. Why wouldn't you? We needed 3 yards. 3 yards and we punt from the same spot. So why wouldn't you go for the sticks? Instead of going for the big score, go for the sticks. That's the situation where, in my opinion, our coaches lose the chess match. Why would you do that? Because you have a better chance running a slant route or a in route or a out route for short yardage. You're talking about 3 to 5 yards. That's all you need. It's easier to run that route than go deep to a receiver. That's great, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's great until it isn't. And this is a situation where it wasn't. And it could have cost us. It could have cost us the game. So I don't, situations like that, the coaches got to be a little bit more aware. I don't understand why we went deep on that situation. There's plenty of situations where we could have got the ball in their zone or, like I said, an out route or anything like that. Shit, double move. If you're going to go deep, at least put them on a double move like they're running a 5-yard out to move the sticks. Do something like that. But all you got to do is get the first down to keep the chains moving. So for Brian Johnson and Sirianni to go for that play at that particular time, I did not agree with whatsoever. And I thought that was a bad idea. So, but, and then, you know, at that point, I had stopped taking notes. I stopped taking notes after Brandon Graham had 2 back-to-back sacks. BG is still a baller, man. BG, our vets showed up today. Now, secondary, maybe not so much. But, oh my God. So, we should be 9-0 and undefeated right now. We should be. But we're not. We lost to the damn Jets. And we limped out of this one, but we limped out with a dub. So it is what it is. So I'm going to try to relax. I got a lot of film to watch this week. I'm going to try to get, I am efforting to get my guy Barry Brooks on with me next week. So we'll see. But I'm going to have some guests on next week. I'm going to definitely trying to get somebody on A2D radio. And I'm definitely going to have some people on my podcast. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to have some more pizza and wings and try to chill out a little bit, bring my blood pressure down. And talk this out, man. So, but man, we got, Lord have mercy. We have got to do better than that, man. At the end of the game, we played well. Defense showed up. And at this point, I'm not even going to nitpick no more. I'm just hoping week by week, we get better and we can continue to win through these games. And all of the injuries, I can't wait until Roby gets back. We need him in the worst way. I am so glad that we made it to our bye week. And this is the meat of our schedule. This is the meat of our schedule. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Tell Levi I said what up. So we got through Dallas. All right. So after the bye week, we got to go to KC. But KC is not looking very good, in my opinion, anyways. But we got to go to KC. Buffalo comes to us. San Francisco comes to us. And then we got to go to Dallas. And then we got to go to Seattle. I watched that Seattle game. Seattle did not look impressive today. But it's a week-by-week thing. So KC, Buffalo, San Francisco, back to Dallas. So that's going to be a murderer's row. We can beat Kansas City, in my opinion. But Buffalo's going to be tough. But we got Buffalo at home, so I think we can handle that. Well, I don't know. It all depends on what we're looking at, what we're looking like in our secondary when the time comes. Because we cannot look. We don't do that anyways. But for me, looking at the schedule, the only thing I'm worried about this week is the bye week. I want to see everybody healthy. Then the next week, we're going to worry about KC and figure out how we can stop Mahomes. Because Mahomes, they do not look like the same team without Bieniemy. That's just my opinion. Their offense is not hitting on all cylinders. They're making mistakes. Miami had a chance to beat Kansas City today in Germany. Miami had them, and Miami played like crap in the first half. Now, Miami's defense came to play, but they got zero help from that offense until second half, late in the third and fourth quarter. Late in the third, they started waking up, and in the fourth quarter, they made it a game. But the game was 21-14 Kansas City, and Kansas City only scored 14 points. That third touchdown came off of a fumble by Tyreek Hill. Excuse me, that was a scoop and score for Kansas City. If Miami doesn't give up the ball like that, it's a different ball game. And Miami's defense was balling. So we got an opportunity to put some things down on Kansas City, but we gotta heal up and get right. Definitely got to get right. So I'm gonna get up out of here. That's some more stuff I gotta watch. I'm gonna finish watching all of this post game stuff. I gotta write some notes because I'm definitely gonna record a video tomorrow for the channel. But I appreciate y'all for checking in. It's gonna be a crazy week. It's gonna be a good week to put together some good content this week because we don't have the pressure of getting all of this stuff together for a game. It's probably gonna be a lot of injury news and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be putting together some new content. So I'm looking forward to it. If any of y'all want to see anything different or new or any suggestions, hey, give me the feedback. I'm all about listening. I am not the smartest man in the room. But thanks for joining me. Hit that subscribe, click on that notification. You know the deal. And I will see you guys next week. Well, we got a bye week and we can rest and we ain't got to worry about nothing else. All right. Y'all have a good one. Oof. I need a bath or something. Lord have mercy. Talk to y'all later. Peace.